Good evening, everyone. I've been practicing saying good evening all week long. Usually it's a good morning for me, so thank you for that. Let me practice that again. Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to the worship of God with the Congregational Church of Needham, United Church of Christ. Please know that no matter who you are, no matter where you are on life's journey, you are invited and welcome in this time of worship and in this community of faith. We are delighted to be sharing the Spirit with you this morning, this evening. And in fact, sharing is going to be a theme for the day. We have run out of 175 bulletins, and we have run out of electric candles at this point. So I'm going to ask you to do two things. One is look around you, get to know your neighbors a moment, and make sure that there are enough bulletins spread enough out so that everyone can have access to them. All the words for the carols are going to be on the screen anyway. So it's more sort of a souvenir program at this point. And the other thing is, if you are a child and do not have a candle, could you hold your hand up really, really high? There's some in the back there. Adults who have candles, can you please pass candles to these children who do not have them? I see some happening over here and some over there. Awesome. There's some in the back there. Someone's got their hand up in the back. The balcony's got it covered. Thank you all. Oh, and another one over here. Someone. Is there an adult who'd be willing to give their candle over there? We go. Got a couple coming your way. Super. Thank you, Diana. Thank you for doing that. All right. And since they are not exactly straightforward, we're going to practice turning on your candles because there are at least two different kinds of electric candles, and it's up to you to figure out how it turns on. So try turning your candle on now, if you would, please. And can you lift it up when you got it on? Everybody working that out? All right. Looks like most everybody's got it. Super. So please turn your candle off. And we'll let you know when to use that at the end of the service. I'm going to guess that you probably already know. Has anybody ever been to this Christmas pageant service before? Yes. Well, welcome back, welcome home, welcome to anybody who might be a first-timer with us. We are, as I said, delighted to be sharing the spirit of Christmas with you. Can somebody who has been here before tell me when it is that we turn the candles on? Silent night at the end. This is no great innovation. You will be able to figure that out. Thank you so much. And I'm going to ask your indulgence. I don't usually do this, but we found out that how many people here have been in a Zoom meeting in the last 2.5 years? How many of you have had trouble at the last minute with a Zoom meeting in the last 2.5 years? All right, so we had a little bit of tech trouble. We are going to do our very, very best. I am so grateful to my partner in tech, David Libby, who is hidden behind the walls of Bethlehem up front and is helping us with the tech, making sure that at least 60 people on Zoom can participate with us as well tonight. We are a crowd in many locations, many places, many ways, and we are glad to be together, however it is that God brings us together on this Christmas Eve. So we're going to begin with our call to worship. You can go ahead and stay seated for this. And we're going to put the words up on the screen for you. All right. Oh, yeah, there we go. We gather round to listen, to see, to hear, and to remember the story we love to tell. The story of the birth of Jesus, the Christ child.
The story of God with us, Emmanuel.
In a season of shadows, we remember a story of light breaking into the world.
We remember
While we wait for Jesus, we are full of hope. And even when we are hopeful, we may also be afraid. Tonight we gather to tell part of God's story again, of a time when many people were afraid of many things, just as we may be. And let us stand as we are able and sing together.
Today, the human and the holy meet in Bethlehem. Today, the earth rings with the songs of children, a song of peace and love, a song of salvation. Today, Christ is born.
Today, we dance in the streets of Bethlehem. We sing with the heavenly host. For unto us a son is given, and he was called Emmanuel, God with us.
The angel Gabriel was sent by God to a town in Galilee called Nazareth, to a young woman engaged to a man whose name was Joseph of the house of David. The woman's name was Mary.
Rejoice, favored one, the Lord is with you.
Mary was confused by these words and wondered what kind of greeting this might be.
Do not be afraid, Mary. God is honoring you. Behold, you will conceive and give birth to a son, and you will name him Jesus.
How can this happen? I am not yet married.
The Holy Spirit will come down to you, and God's power will come over you. So your child will be called the Holy Son of God.
I am the Lord's servant. Let it be as you have said. My soul proclaims your greatness, O God, and my spirit rejoices in you. You have looked with love on your servant here, and blessed me all my life through. Great and mighty are you, O Holy One. Strong is your kindness evermore. How you favor the weak and lowly one, humbling the proud of heart. You have cast the mighty down from their thrones and uplifted the humble of heart. You have filled the hungry with wondrous things and left the wealthy no part. Great and mighty are you, O faithful one. Strong is your justice, strong your love. As you promised to Sarah and Abraham, kindness forevermore. My soul proclaims your greatness, O God, and my spirit rejoices in you. You have looked with love on your servant here, and blessed me all my life through.
Since Joseph belonged to David's house and family line, he went up from the city of Nazareth in Galilee to David's city, called Bethlehem in Judea. He went to be enrolled together with Mary, who was promised to him in marriage and who was pregnant.
Dreamless sleep, the
dates, sweet dates. Fresher dates, sweeter dates. Freshest dates, sweetest dates. Fresh oranges, sweet oranges. Sweet oranges, fresh oranges. Sweetest oranges, freshest oranges.
Children, come home. It is getting late, and there are many under our roof tonight.
We should head home. We need to help make beds for all the guests. We'll go draw more water from the well. Oh, how these people do wash.
Is there room? Please tell me. Won't somebody tell me? Is there room? We're tired and it's cold. Do you think, just maybe, for Mary's having a baby, and the time will be soon? Is there room? I feel alone now as I'm heading home now. Will they know this child is not mine? I'd never desert her. I'd do nothing to hurt her. And the time will be soon. Is there room? Oh, the time will be soon. Is there room? Why has this fallen to me? Why am I the one? My God, thy will be done. Is there room? I'm pleading. Don't you see what I'm needing? Just a place protected from the night. It's late and we're weary. Doesn't somebody hear me? And the time will be soon. Is there room? Oh, the time will be soon. Is there room? Oh, the time will be soon. Is there
to have a baby.
Joseph, it is time. I feel the baby strongly. Let's try here.
Well, yes, what do you want?
Well, my wife and I have traveled far from the census, and we need a room.
No room, sorry. You could try across the way. A room, indeed. Who do they think they are?
Let's try over here. Hi, I'm Joseph, and this is my wife, Mary. We've traveled far from Nazareth, and we need a room. She's about to give birth.
We've been full for days. There is no room, not an inch.
There is no room in any inns.
Is there anything? We don't need much.
Why don't you try next door? They're good people.
We need a room. My wife is about to give birth and we have nowhere to stay. We had no idea Bethlehem would be this busy.
The baby will come soon. Don't you have anything? A small room, a shed, anything?
We haven't anything, not even an attic room. I wish we did.
Wait, come back. There's a place. The barn. You could stay in the barn. It's not fancy, but it is clean and warm. We can fix it up for you.
It will do. Thank you.
Then please, come with me. I'll get some blankets to make you a bed, and maybe some fresh hay in the manger will do for a crib.
Mary's baby Jesus had his first home in a barn.
The stable was warmed by the breath of the animals. The cow,
Moo, moo, born this night, born this night.
the dove,
Kill, kill, Christ is born.
the sheep,
Ba, ba, born in Bethlehem, born in Bethlehem.
the rooster,
Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo, Emmanuel, Emmanuel.
when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, there came a caravan of magi from the east to Jerusalem.
Each had journeyed a long way, guided by a star and a prophecy that foretold the birth of a Christ child.
Where is the newborn King of the Jews?
We have seen a star shining in the east, and we have come to worship him.
It is written that a baby will be born, a special child, a king who shall be for all people. Let us go together to worship him and offer him all of our gifts.
United and guided by the star, they continued their journey to Bethlehem.
They say a baby has been born, a special child, a king who shall be for all people.
We must go there. I want to see the baby.
And in the same country, there were shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their sheep by night.
What is that? Don't be afraid. Look, I bring good news to you. Wonderful, joyous news for all people. It's an angel.
I'm scared.
Your Savior is born today in David's city. He is Christ the Lord. This is a sign for you. You will find the newborn baby wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger.
Let's go right now to Bethlehem and see what's happened. Let's confirm what the Lord has revealed to us.
And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God, saying,
Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace and goodwill to all.
The shepherds continued their journey to Bethlehem.
They found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in the manger.
Look, I see the baby. Shh, follow me.
Look, a royal procession.
Frankincense to
offer have I, incense owns a deity nigh, prayer and praising, all men raising, worship him, God on high.
Bitter perfume breathes a life of gathering doom, sorrowing, sighing, bleeding, dying, sealed in a stone-cold tomb.
Unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting, the Prince of Peace.
God's love is made known to us through the birth of a child, and the child is called Emmanuel, God with us.
And all who heard this story wondered at what they had been told, but Mary kept all these things and pondered them in her heart.
The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. They that have dwelt in the land of the shadow of death, upon them hath the light shined.
And so, friends, as God's light comes to birth among us over and over and over again, but particularly in these shadowy seasons of our lives, we claim the light for ourselves. We anticipate it. We lean into it, and we light these candles around the Advent wreath. Tonight, we light the candle of hope. Because in Jesus, heaven comes to earth. Tonight, we light the candle of peace. Because Jesus himself showed us how to live in peace. Tonight, we light the candle of joy. Because joy is in the promise that the Holy One is coming. Tonight, we light the candle of love. Because God so loved the world that God has come to us in Jesus. And now, all together, let us light the Christ candle. Tonight, and so now, everybody have their candles? This would be the time to go ahead and start lighting your candles as we dim the lights and sing together. that's there. Friends, it can be tempting to look at the little plastic electric candle in your hand and think that it's not a real candle, that it's not a real light, that it's only so small and it depended on some batteries that were probably put in sometime just before Christmas last year. It can be tempted to look at ourselves and think that we are just one person, one little person in the grand scheme of things, in the sweep of history, in the great story of the world. And sometimes we're not even really sure that we're all that real a person, just kind of playing at it. But the light that God has put inside each of you is the real light and love of God. And the promise is that if you will let your little light shine, can you lift it up? Can you lift up those lights? Look at that. Look around. Turn around. You can turn around in church. Look at all of these people. And then look at all the lights that God puts over our head. When you go outside tonight, put on a coat and a hat and look up at the stars that God has created to remind us of God's light of love, which shines down on you, no matter how small or how tall you are, how young or how old, that shines down on people across town and around the world, the light of God that shines down on the person that you happen to like the least. God's light of love is for you and for all of us. Now, you can't take this candle with you. We hope you won't. We hope you'll place them in baskets on the way out or hand them to an usher. But the light of God goes with you always. As we say when we close worship on Sundays so often, we go out into the world and we do not know what the world holds in store for us. But we trust that God will hold us and hold us fast. Hold us in the palm of God's hand, in the heart of God's heart. And it's that steadfast love that gives us the peace that we need to have courage for the living of these days, the facing of these hours, the doing of this holy work, the loving of the whole wide world in all of God's holy names. Friends, as you go out from this place, we know that Jesus has already come. We don't have to wait anymore, and we're about to sing our joy. I hope that if the Spirit moves you this evening as you get ready and you put your coats back on, that you might, if you're so moved, reach into your pockets and give us a share of the blessings that God has shared with you. All of that is what we need to do to keep sharing the light of God, not only on Christmas Eve, but every single day throughout the year. And we will be very grateful for any monetary gifts that you can share with us. But you take the blessing with you no matter what. And so, friends, let us sing our joy at this Christmas good news.
Sing, and
And so, friends, now our worship is ended. Let our service begin. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas.